Sergey Nazarov?
So Sergey, it's pronounced Sergey. He's the CEO of Chainlink. It's a cryptocurrency. And he used to work for Facebook. So don't quote me on it. We'd have to Google it. But I'm almost positive he worked, if not Facebook, like Google, like a very blue chip company that he was the coder for. And then he left them to make his own company. And he's a very well-known coder. He knows how to make code on computers.
Smart contracts.
And he just essentially developed this company that does smart contracts. Essentially, in summary, we could say that it's a way of doing contracts, literally a contract like you would sign with someone, but doing them on the computer. So making sure that they trigger without a human response. So essentially an example would be a smart contract so the company's called Chainlink, and how they help you make these contracts is you would make on a contract on your computer, like if tomorrow it rains.
Mavs game.
Yeah. So an example would be Mark Cuban actually tweeted this as an example of how he would use Chainlink, and essentially he said that he would buy he would give clients the option to buy insurance on a Mavericks ticket, and if there was bad weather around the stadium and the game had to be canceled, you would get your money back. So it would be so you would pay instantly without you having to go to court to fight for your money. It's if the weather app says that there is a tornado or something extreme.
It's just something objective.
You would pay $10 via Bitcoin, and then if there is bad weather, you would get your refund back automatically. Based on the weather app saying that there was a tornado, and not based on if like a judge said yes or no, or if a human responds, right? So a smart contract essentially for the Mavericks player or for the Mavericks clients would be, hey, I want to go to the Mavs game tonight. Do you want to buy the $10 insurance in case there's weather or something gets canceled? You get your refund. If not, there's no refund. Okay, yeah, I want to do the $10. I pay $10. Tornadoes in the area. My smart contract is going to automatically trigger and put the money in my bank account instantly.
So the value there is because you could do all that without that being like, if that were to happen, Mark Cuban or whoever it is, like they go on the platform, they're like, all right, let's refund everyone right now. But that takes away that step. Yeah. And there's value in that. It probably could take away a bunch of steps.
Yeah. And a bunch of people.
It has so many real life examples or ways that you could use it. This is just one example. But it essentially triggers a command based on certain inputs, right? It's like how code works. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's
bro. The thing about Sergey,
so many things you can do with it.
Yeah, the thing about Sergey and Chainlink is like, I love his outfit, the button down blue shirt.
Yeah, Sergey always wears the same outfit every day, kind of. That's just.
And they asked him an important question. They're like, "What would you be doing if you weren't doing cryptocurrencies or smart contracts?" He said he would be doing something in brain, kind of like what Neuralink is doing with brain and neuro.
No way.
Yeah, he said he'd be doing that.
He's a Russian guy.
Yeah, I think he's a great mind.
What's his last name?
You can look up CEO of Chainlink. Yeah. If this doesn't load. Oh yeah, that's him.
This guy
with the mustache. The second picture, yeah, that's him.
He's always wearing the blue, button down blue shirt.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He looks intense. Is the Chainlink, is that based on the blockchain technology? Do y'all know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's
Chainlink, blockchain, chain. Link.
So it's what is the word for it? So you know how
the Oracle.
But you know how you can like stake? Are you familiar with staking?
Kinda.
So there's a thing called like staking through the network or staking physically. So Bitcoin is the only one that you do it physically. So if you want to stake it, essentially you're mining. You have to like run a computer program with your CPU. So that like takes energy and like you have to pay the electricity bill. You could do it algorithmically and it's just through like code. And so Chainlink is based on that second one. So essentially Chainlink is all computer based. It's a code computer based. It's great technology.
I'm gonna look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, for the smart contracts.
Cool.
They're just trying to connect Web 2 and the real world to on-chain, bring everything on-chain. That's what they're basically doing.
I've heard of people talk about it with like elections, where you can have like a smart contract. You could like vote
Right.
using something like that. I
Yeah,
think that would be
and
huge because I don't trust the companies
Yeah.
that run the voting machines.
There needs to be some innovation in the voting.
And the requirement for your vote to go through probably means you need to upload your ID, and then without that you can't vote. You know, so
Yeah,
certain
Better, bro.
certain triggers for you to like be able to vote.
I'm about it. I think
Yeah.
I agree with you. We need some change with the
Innovation.
elections, and this is awesome, bro. We're in like such a crazy time.
Yeah.
And
We
all
are.
this
But we
stuff's-
need to see change and bring us the truth.
Yeah, man.
Decentralization. See
It's
what's true.
coming. What's the difference between a layer 1 and layer 2? What does that kind of mean?
Yeah, I can answer that. Layer 1. So this is referring to crypto projects. So in a crypto project, I'm going to give you an example with how the US dollar works. So the US dollar would be considered layer 1.
Okay.
Because it's the asset itself.
So it's the actual physical like
Good.
good. So it'll make sense once I tell you what layer 2 would mean. So layer 2 would mean like your credit card. So layer 1 is like the money, your actual cash. Layer 2 is like a way of using that cash indirectly. So indirectly, I would be using the money via a debit card.
Okay.
So that's a layer 2. So how it compares to Bitcoin, a layer 1 is Bitcoin. A layer 2 would be like a company that lets you pay with Bitcoin, maybe with a credit card. So like Coinbase had like a credit card, you could like get rewards. So you could call like that credit card like a layer 2.
Okay.
So it's something you build on top of that original layer
Yeah.
1.
Yeah. There's a lot of crypto projects that are layer 2.
So yeah, there's a lot of crypto projects, altcoins that are ways for you to utilize Bitcoin as a payment system. So there's a lot of apps, altcoins that like essentially are like kind of like a Venmo of Bitcoin.
Okay.
So Venmo would be considered like a layer 2 as well.
Yeah.
Venmo could be even considered a layer 3 because you could say that you get the cash, you put it on a card. From that card, you send it to Venmo, and then from there you use it. So Venmo is like on top of layer 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So-
third layer.
It's kind of how those things work.
That's interesting. So there's value in having like a credit card, right? It's more
There is.
accessible for people. Gives you different
Convenience,
options.
yeah.
Layer 2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think there also needs to be innovation in having your credit card, bro. Like you're giving your privacy, your card information. You're literally handing it out. It's like
You are.
really in front of everybody's eye. Like the Apple Card is such good innovation. Like they hide it, you can change it instantly. It's just like it's no privacy. Like you're giving people your card and it has the numbers on there to hack you so easily. Like what? It's like
That's the only card I use now. It's the Apple Card.
yeah, it's
I
so
like it.
smooth.
And it gives you to like I'm more about the practicality of things in life, but it gives you that status. It's like that titanium card.
Yeah.
You throw it down, it like clinks.
I like the
you
Apple
know?
Card.
It's pretty cool. It actually helped me pay for my iPhone. I did an installment plan.
Yeah.
Mm.
I did that
And
with
with
my
the
laptop.
Apple Card, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn!"
I think
alright,
I need
let's
to
go.
order an iPhone because you don't have to put the money down now. Like people go spend $1,000 and buy an iPhone, which you can finance it through Apple's
Installment
credit card, and you can basically pay $200, $100 a month, right?
I paid $50.
Yeah.
For like
Instead of putting the whole
Four
$1,000
years.
down today, and they don't charge you interest, right?
no, I don't.
They
think
don't. They don't. I
Well-
did it with my laptop.
Yeah,
It's
And then-
sick.
it's a great
If you want to
advertisement
go
for
very
Apple.
in depth of how,
We're sponsored by Apple.
but listen,
Steve Jobs.
just to give you some perspective on like how investors think, why they would rather finance the phone or the laptop is because if you pay the $100 at zero interest, instead of putting that one-time payment of $1,000, you could use that $1,000 to go in the market and guarantee you maybe 6-7%, maybe through S&P, and you made so much more money on that initial investment versus if you had put it in the phone, it would have like lost value, right? Your phone loses value.
Interesting.
So
Your phone is very valuable, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
just
There's power in
in financing.
in financing it, and at a low, especially Apple, they charge you 0% interest. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That's sick.
I
That's
think
funny.
I think I'm gonna have to do that with my iPhone. I need a new iPhone.
Yeah, man.